Hello everyone, this is Priyanka and welcome to my channel Love for Literature. In our previous video, we have discussed about symbolism, and how symbols and icons are different. So I hope you are enjoying this journey with me in learning about various techniques and devices in order to understand literature better. So if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe and share it with your friends, and let me know what is in your mind in the comment section below. You can also contact me at the given mail ID at the description of this channel, and obviously hit the bell icon so that you will be notified every new upload, and let me know what is in your mind. So in today's video we are going to discuss about another literary devices, that is images. Like in my previous lecture, I have talked about symbols and how the abstract ideas are conveyed by the use of symbols in literature in order to create the right effect in the audience or the reader's mind. So what is images? You all know what images. You go on clicking your images, your selfies with your cell phone throughout the day. So is that image in literature? No, it is not exactly like that. What is image or imagery in literature? Actually, in literature, it is called as imagery. So what is imagery? It appeals to the reader's senses. Okay, it helps the reader to create a mental picture in the mind while they are reading it. Means poetry or any other form of literature is a speaking picture. Poetry is a speaking picture. Okay, when you are reading a poem or when you are reading a story, you have you have seen it, that you start visualizing the things happening in front of your eyes, isn't it? If you are reading a story, in your mind you are transported to that world where the character is actually belonging. So in in this way literature works. So how is this possible? How is this possible? Because of the use of different imageries by the author. It adds depth to the literary work. It helps the reader feel present in the moment while they are reading a poem or reading a story, a novel, a drama, or any other piece of art. They try they without any trial, actually, uh, naturally they are transported to that world where the actual events are happening. Okay, they can see that events are happening in front of their eyes. So how is this possible? These are possible by the use of imageries. It communicates the world of the text to the reader. The texts are nothing but the ink and the alphabet on a page on paper. So how that becomes uh, lively, how that becomes a living thing. We are transported to it, to that text, and we see everything happening right in front of our eyes. So this is done by the author with the use of images. Like we have discussed in our previous lecture, how the writer uses symbols to convey the meaning. In that way, the writer uses also images or imageries in order to convey his meaning. Not only convey his meaning, in order to make that thing lively in front of your eyes. Okay, so it appeals to our senses. The basic definition of imagery, you can say, it appeals to our five senses, five normal senses, like the sense of touch, sense of taste, sense of vision, seeing, sense of hearing, and sense of smell, that is auditory, gustatory, olfactory, visual, and tactile. Tactile means touch related. So the author authored by his words, by his images, appeal to our five basic senses. So we will take examples to understand this better, like visual images. When you are saying that the golden yellow rays of the setting sun is reflected on the waters of the lake, Okay, suppose this line is written. So what do you feel? Immediately you will see in your mind, not literally you will see, you will start visualizing in your mind that the setting sun, that scenery that we as a child we used to draw in our drawing book, that a setting sun in front of the lake, the golden rays of the sun, the sky is also yellow and golden, and the water is also becoming red or yellow. So that visual images, okay, that visual images appear in front of your eyes. So that is visual imagery. Okay, auditory, my head is pounding like a drum. Okay, so in this sentence my head is pounding like a drum. So what do you feel in it? You feel, isn't you doesn't you feel that, don't you feel that pounding sounds of a drum? That is a auditory image. Okay, now tactile image, the touch related image. Okay, the cat, my pet cat is so soft that it feels like a velvet coat. All these words, velvet coat, soft, these words create the image of touch. Like when you read this sentence, my cat's fur is like velvet, you immediately feel that you are touching a cat literally, but you are not touching any cat literally. So this is tactile images. Okay, gustatory means our taste of our sense of taste. Her mouth watered at the sight of the lollipop. Means a little girl who likes lollipop or any other sweet things, whenever the little girl or little boy watches that lollipop in front of him or her, her mouth, or his or her mouth starts watering. So this is gustatory image. You are reading this sentence only, and if you are a sweet lover, your mouth will also start watering. So this is gustatory images. The imagery basically appeals to our senses, and by this it creates the mental picture in front of the reader while reading a piece of literature. Okay, and there is also kinesthetic imagery, a sixth type of imagery apart from auditory, gustatory, visual, tactile. Kinesthetic means something related to your body movement, exercise and running and all this kind of, it means body movement, it's related to body movement. So kinesthetic imagery is also used by the reader, like the little boy ran fast along the road. So when you read this sentence in a story, you also feel like you are with that boy, you are also running, and you are also panting with the boy, you are being tired. So all this bodily movement, that is kinesthetic imagery, is used by the author. So visual, tactile, gustatory, auditory, and kinesthetic, and another smell. Okay, smell I have forgotten, that is olfactory. The sweet scent, the sweet fragrance of the garden flowers are uh, filled in this room, if you say this. So by reading this sentence or by saying this sentence, don't you feel the beautiful fragrance, the beautiful scent of flower? So in this way, imagery appeals to our senses. Imagery is a language that produces pictures in the minds of reader while reading or listening. All the figures of speech, poetic devices, or objects used in a poem are called images. There are two types of images: concrete images that can be seen, and abstract images that I have discussed in previous lecture. Abstract images are called symbols that cannot be seen, just felt. So if you haven't seen my previous video on symbolism, how icons and symbols are different, the title of that video is, make sure you, after watching this video, you go to my channel and watch my previous videos. Okay, so in this way, by using imagery and by using symbols also, the writer conveys his meaning, not only conveys his what does he want to say, but also portrays the picture in front of the reader's mind, not the literal picture, the figurative, the metaphorical picture the writer produces in front of the reader's mind, so that the reader is transported to that world of the story of the poem and enjoys and be engrossed with the piece. Okay, so I hope I am able to clarify what imagery is, and make sure you watch the previous video also, which is on symbols, and this is on imagery. So in our next two to three videos, we will be discussing about how imagery and symbols and images are used by the poet or the writer, dramatist, novelist. So these are done by figures of speech. That is, in Hindi and Sanskrit, it is called alankar. Like a woman uses a lot of jewelry or alankar in order to beautify herself. So in that way, the writer also uses alankar or figures of speech in order to portray the word picture, okay, in order to convey his meaning. So these are done by figures of speech. In our next few videos, we will be discussing about figures of speech. So please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and let me know what is in your mind in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified every new update. Thank you for watching. Keep learning literature. Bye. Have a nice day.